So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20.
Hey, you got to get your mic, get some. Can't nobody hear your no teeth having ass.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to
I
start
spell it with 2 K's. T Black. You did what I say? 2 K's. 2 K's, not CK, player.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Rudolph. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the 32.
Hey, that's crazy because they've been telling me that. Hey, man, that boy retarded.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe the routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 12 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. First carry for James Conner.
I put that blunt out. Fuck this. I like that bitch a minute.
It's a
I don't like
6-yard
niggas
pickup,
scoring
but it
on
gets
me.
him
I
to
ain't gonna
2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Complete to Washington.
Fuck. That's my fault, Tez. Don't do it again. You know, I wanted to go back to the nigga behind me, and I wanted to guard him.
On first down, Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Oh, I think I see something.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, you still got 3 more quarters, man. That one play don't make shit.
A first down carry by Elliott. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael
why you
Gallup.
hitting this shit? Stop
and
all
they're
that
have
hitting hard
themselves another
shit.
first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers'
Stop
30.
trying to hit me.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Fuck, Tony.
Nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space.
Fuck off that block, Anthony Brown. What the fuck
that
a
2nd down
receiver
play
holding
was
for?
not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Rudolph, an excellent pickup of 20 yards. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I was on cover 2 sink. That's the opener on cover 2 sink.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Johnson's got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Rudolph looking to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Smith-Schuster, by the way, became the youngest player in NFL history to reach 200 receptions. He accomplished that Week 9 in the victory over Indianapolis.
One start, dude. One start.
2nd down and goal. Rudolph. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald. There to make the grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Prescott. Cooper's got it. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Again, it's Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The tackle there by Mark Barron. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
That's to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rudolph. Got an open man. It's Washington. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Right there. 54, right there, 54.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. It makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Here's Rudolph.
Pick the fucking ball, Jeff Heath.
Second down.
White ass, boy. I hate
the
this white ass.
defensive
That's
effort
why I
from
need
both
to
of
cut
these
his
teams
pussy
that we've
ass
seen
in
in
real
this
life.
game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
God damn, white boy. We don't
Chess
need
is
you on
one
our
way to
fucking
go.
defense.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I
We
say
need
that,
only dogs.
you feel like
Nigga, you
they're
ain't no fucking
contemplating their
dog.
moves before actually
Ain't
making
shit
one,
running the ball.
and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Not on Byron. Not on Byron.
Incomplete.
He ain't no white
We saw
boy.
this a lot in the first
He
half,
ain't
and it
no white
continues.
boy.
These receivers just not able to get much
He ain't
separation.
no
So that means they have to win the
goddamn white boy. He ain't no
50-50
fucking
balls. They've
Heath.
got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
He ain't no
And
Vandish.
nowhere for him to go
Vandish
again. He'll
a
get back to
dog.
the line of scrimmage. That's
He's
it.
pussy.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
Heath,
I would
bitch, you better
expect to see
catch the
some
next
pressure
one, you
here.
pink toe, bitch.
And that is going to do it.
Nigga piss me
for
off
this
and
third
drop my
quarter of
fucking
action.
kid.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Hell no.
Mike 54.
Should have punted that
Here we go on 4th. Rudolph.
Oh my
Open man
God.
completes it to Smith-Schuster. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st.
What the?
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rudolph looking middle, and it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual
I know.
for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Mike 54.
You done?
Back to the air, Rudolph. And that is
Get you
incomplete.
through.
Oh, he had a
Get you
defender
through.
right there
Be
with him
smart.
to force that to the ground.
Alright.
And 4th down now coming
None
up.
of my business.
That's a good
what you doing
job
this
there
side of
creating the
football.
contact to force the
None of my
incompletion.
business.
And now since it's 4th down, that should set
told
up
you
a
what
field
to do,
goal
nigga.
situation.
Don't
And a
believe
nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Man,
So here we
shit.
go.
Hey,
On now
set
is
it,
the
bro.
kicker,
Hey,
Chris
nah, you
Boswell.
play football. Do what you want to do. Go for that bitch. Hell no, I wanted you to go for that
Boswell's
bitch,
kick is
nigga.
good.
I ain't gonna lie.
And
I
they
ain't
take
gonna
the
lie.
lead here
I
now
wanted
at
you to
10
go
to
for
7.
that bitch.
So
I
the
ain't gonna
drive
try to
here
do your
ends with
ass
a
no more
field goal. It
time.
does
And
give
I'm
them
finna
the
try to
lead,
go
but
for it.
this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and
Oh,
seal
my
this
defense
thing?
is that.
About
You
set
right.
for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Complete to Jason Witten. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, it's Elliott, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. He's back to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
We don't have to get this 1st down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw.
Oh, he dropped it.
Complete.
He dropped
it.
They
Go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
He dropped that dude.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Drop that dude.
We got a plane to catch.
God damn, Jason, you gotta take that hit.
Down. 8, read. Hey, exit. Hey, let's get in them holes. 5.
Now they will throw it here with Rudolph. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches,
if
you're in this spot,
why
would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Now a throw to the end zone.
He dropped it.
Down, but
He dropped it. Bro, what the fuck are you doing, bro? I got the game. Oh my gosh, bro.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they
Big fucking use alert, baby.
The final seconds. So a money kick there in
Big
the final
fucking use
seconds.
alert.
Now, barring any
You almost
hijinks
got
on the
away with
kickoff
one.
here, partner. I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through
That was
regulation.
a big fucking alert, bro. I caught that vision, right? Oh my gosh. Good. Hey, I'm telling you, defense fucking prevailed. Let's go. You had it. I ain't gonna lie. You had this game. You had this game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something down.
D.
What would you do?
Good fucking shit, boy. I needed that play. Needed that. That was big. That was big. He ain't bring that bitch to the house, but fuck, he was
I can
supposed
lose the
to.
game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott from the gun. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Cooper was the target there. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Gonna do what I think he's gonna do.
On the double. Go, go. Watch the pass. Watch 6-6. Be triple.
On first down, it's Samuels. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
30 base. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now Rudolph with his first throw in OT. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
Hey, watch that. Check. Snap.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Space to run past the 20. And he finds McDonald. And down to the 19-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. They'll run on first down. Samuels. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody.
You won by 3 in overtime.